Hello, it's Tina from Ideas and Embellishment. Welcome to day 18. And I am just going to tell you that I watched the daily day 19 by Janet Schmitz. And I really liked her idea, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to do the same thing. A little different, of course, kind of different. So she used a file folder and made it into a little file folder and made it into a flip. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I have a piece of file folder. I swear, I'm having issues this morning. So I think I can just use this. And I think hers was like 5 by 7, something like that. So I'm going to try to do that. Let's see. But I want this one already has kind of a tab. So I think we're going to go with, I'm going to do a little bit, 5.5 right here. And then on this side, there's Bobby. I'm going to say 7 right here, I think this will be, yeah, because the 7 would be right there. Let's see. It may not be right. It may not be. We'll see. Also, I'm going to do this. And then what she did is she printed out a page and she did it by, she reduced it by 65% on the printer. So that's what I'm going to do. I used a different page. Because in the first part of the story, it pretty much just introduces, yeah, this is going to be too big. I'm going to have to cut it down a little bit, but that's okay. And I have a little thingy there, but I'm going to cut it down this way. So in the first part of the story, you're looking at Frederick. His name is Frederick. Where's my story at? Okay. His name, I'm so sorry. His name is Frederick Ode. Okay, and it's talking about Frederick Ode and how he's just not, it says he's not a grumpy man, but he just doesn't like Christmas. He doesn't like the festivities. He just doesn't. So, he just thinks it's all just a waste of money. And he's just not into it that much. So what I did is I just cut this down and I made like a little folder. And then I'm going to ink it up. I can put this back. Give me a piece of paper. Use this here. And I'm going to use, and she had a lovely file folder. It was really nice, but I don't have any of that. So I'm just going to use a regular one. I thought about using craft paper, but I decided I'd just do this. So it's fine. Use what you have. Use what you have. Don't worry about it too much. So anyway, so Frederick is not a He's just not into the festivities. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with the very first part of the story, which is talking about just Frederick. And I liked the fact that she made this into a pocket. So that's what I'm going to do with this first one. With this one, I'm going to make it into a pocket. I think I want to try to do that a little bit, to try to kind of make it more, at least try to take some of the ideas from the other artists, because honestly I'm kind of getting to the point where I don't really running out of ideas sometimes, and need to take our inspiration from the other people that are in this collaboration. I think you do have some very talented people. So all I'm going to do, and I could put this on the back, it looks like so you won't really see that a whole lot, but I am just going to ink around here. So I would go and look at her. I would look at her. Let me see if I get my little. I think I'm going to use tape this time, if I can find the tape. There it is. Because sometimes the art glitter glue doesn't seem to do the trick. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on this side. Pocket. And on this side. And she sewed hers around the edges, which I think sewing is really, really pretty. Really pretty. I don't sew a lot, mostly because a lot of my some of my subbies have sewing machine. A lot of you guys, I don't think you have a lot of sewing machines, so, or do sewing. I do sew once in a while, but and I know Tracy likes to sew. So I'm leaving this open at the top, and I'm just going to put this down. And that's going to leave a nice little pocket. So what I wanted to do is, right here, I think, is the garishness. Excuse me for coughing. And I thought I would put that there for me. For mine, like this, with some Fabri-Tac. So oh, can you believe it's almost, I mean, it's almost Christmas, y'all. Just almost. Okay. Here's my spreader. And she just wrapped hers around, but I'm going to put this one just like this. Let me go ahead and do this one here. So Frederick is just, I think they said too that he thought that that Ebenezer Scrooge was a I think he said Ebenezer Scrooge. He could relate to Ebenezer Scrooge. So I think that's kind of funny. Some days I can relate to Ebenezer Scrooge too. So it's like that. Okay, so we have this file folder, and she used this as a tag. I like it. I'm going to use the same thing. My printer's actually not printing very nicely, but I don't know, it just seems to be printing kind of faded, but that's the way it is. I don't worry about it that much. I know a lot of people are really, unless it's something I'm selling, I don't really worry about it that much as far as, you know, the quality of, it's just some days the printer does better than other days, I think. Okay, so this will go like this, and it will go hopefully in here. If it doesn't, we can trim it. Oh, let's see if it'll work. Nope, I'm gonna have to trim it. Yeah, I find that if you fold it first and then trim it, that it comes out better. Oops. So, then go ahead and close this up. It's Bobby. Bobby? Let's see. There, I'll trim a little bit of this off of here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that it looks very garish. I need to put some sort of topper on here, and I'm not sure. I'm probably going to use I also need to, I want to print out, I'm going to print out one more thing. I want to print out these cards. Okay, my printer's still running. I wanted to print out some of these because I liked the idea of the pocket that she had, and I'm going to use that she did on the front, so I kind of want to do that. So what I'm going to do is cut this out. And then I'm going to make it into a slant like that. And I think I want it to come, let's see. She did it like a slant. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to do it this way. Always cut it down. You can't cut it back up, right? Okay, like this. And then what she did is she got a hole punch. And she punched a hole in it. Get it in the middle there. like that. And then she got a piece of acetate. Let's see if I have a little bit of this. This is transparency. I'm gonna just kind of do here like that. Then she got alcohol ink. This is alcohol ink, but it's very, very inexpensive alcohol ink. Actually, some of this isn't. This is caramel. So I'm gonna, excuse my mess. I'm gonna take some of this, here. You know what might be really cool with it? Instead of using, you know what might be cool? And this is ginger. And that's kind of odd. This is latte. These are Ranger. Whoops! Ruh-roh raggy. I got it on my tag. I don't think that'll come off. Nope. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and put these back. I did print out another tag, so I might just use this one because I was gonna see if it would be more vibrant, and it's a little bit, so I think I will use that. So let me get, see if I can. That looks kind of cool. So we're gonna let this, I guess this is gonna need to dry. It's kind of neat looking, I think. You know what might even be better is tape. I'm wondering if tape would work. Do you know what I mean? Like if you did, but I don't know. This is not gonna be, that's not gonna be that cool. It didn't actually, what did I do with it? Losing my mind. Lost my mind. I just had the whole thing sitting there and now I don't know what to do with it. I want it to be a little more saturated, I think. This is kind of cool looking. This is ginger. It does kind of look gingery. Let's see about maybe, and if that will dry. All right, I'm just gonna let that dry, hopefully. And put this back down there. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this tag out again since I ruined it. Go ahead and let this dry. With the alcohol ink. I tried a different setting. It's a little different, but I don't think it's still not that great. It's just the mutedness of the I think I'm going to use the top of this as the tab. I have two of these, so I'm going to use the top of this because I don't think I'm going to use that. I'm going to use this as the tab. I think it'll be a good tab. I'm just cutting this out. And then I think I'm going to do is cut it off to, I need to move this aside for a minute. Messy. Let's see. Let's make it 3/4 of an inch. That'll work. Actually, I can do it this way. Okay. Just use the little tabby part. And I'll still put this. I don't know about this though. I'll put it aside. I might use it. We'll see. Okay. Back to this. We're gonna do this again. Make sure it's all I'm sure that Janet has a better explanation on how to actually make this. She's made a couple of them. She made a bunch of the little file folders. I don't know. So I've had a couple of people ask me about the dimensions of my book, and I did tell them, and I'm not trying to put anybody off, but I do have a prep video at the bottom that I've linked below. But just so you know, if you want to know, I will go ahead really quick. My books are about 6 by 8, and the covers on the front, I just cut them out, and they are about a little over 5.5 by like 7.5, something like that. And then the insides, I just put, that's like 5.25 by 7.5. So that's how I did it. Just, you know. And then I just took, and I put this on the front. This is actually the front from this. And I just shrunk it down and put a black frame around it and put it on the front. And I did that for every single book. And I made, I printed the story. And I made the story, and I bound the story. I think did I bind this one? See, the last one I didn't have it bound. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, I probably need to bind it. I haven't bound it yet, but I just used a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So yeah, I don't think I have yet. Nope. So I'll need to do that sometime. Okay, so we have this, and then we're going to go ahead around the edge again. And I don't know if I'm out of frame or not. I hope not. I'm sorry if I am. Then this guy, this is going to be like this. And like this, I think. Okay. So I was just gonna, actually, I think I'm gonna cut this white off. The white doesn't really look good that right there. So let me get my trimmer back. And it's going to be like a 1/2 inch then. Like that. And that's crooked. I just didn't want to use, it's fine, it's going to be fine. We're just going to put this here. See, like that. Actually, after all of that, I don't really like it. Maybe I'll just get a piece of fabric. Let's see, a piece of cheesecloth, maybe a piece of fabric, maybe. Oh, you know what? I do have this. This kind of goes. Let's see. I think this could go like that. Or like this. Or like this. Let's see. Let's do maybe like this here. That's kind of cool looking. Let me put a little bit of Fabri-Tac right there. Put this here. Okay, that's kind of cool looking actually. All junky. Kind of goes. And I'll put a little here. So, there, kind of neat. It's a little junky, but okay, I'll take it. We're gonna put this. I'm kind of happy with that. It's a little off. There. So I'm gonna put this guy in. I'm gonna put this in here, like this. I think I'm gonna trim it down just a smidge, a little bit. On this side, a little tiny bit. There. Just cause. And I need some more of this. Okay, just a little bit. So I think it'll go down in there better. Yep. Okay, so we have that. Excuse me. Goodness, excuse me. Okay, this is dry. And I have this here. And what I'm gonna do is put that on there like that. And I'm going to glue it with some I am so sorry, excuse me. Bless you. Allergies. Allergies. Oh, you know what I want to do though? I didn't even think about it. Like that. I need to. Very good. I'm going to cut the edges off. Just going to cut the edges off of this. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it on this card. Okay, and the tag that I chose for that is this one, because I think that he's just standing there at this point in the story, just kind of looking and going, look at all this junk. He's like I said, he's not grumpy, but he's not like happy. So I'm going to put this, I want to put this on a tag like this. I'm going to leave a little bit of room. I want to put this on the back, which I said Frederick was not a grumpy man. It was just that he did not like the festive season. Okay, now I've had some people ask me about these, the words. The words are from the story, and I just typed them out on my computer. And I have had a couple of people ask me if they could have, you know, if I could share that with them. And I'm sorry I can't, because it's Tracy's story and Justin's story. It's not my story. So I can't, you know, give you the story because it's part of the kit. So if you buy the kit, you will get the story. I mean, that's just it. I can't, in good conscience, I think that'll do. I can't in good conscience give you something that does not belong to me. So, and I'm not trying to be, you know, I just can't. It wouldn't, I mean, first of all, it wouldn't be right. Because, you know, if you buy the story, if you buy the kit, you have the story. That's just pretty much as good an explanation as I can get. And I just, like I said, I just went into it and I just typed it on my computer and printed it out. And I kind of took a little bit of liberty sometimes because some of the parts were long. And I just really wanted the gist of the story on it. So I put this right in the middle. I think that's cardstock, so I can use this. And I just kind of went through the story and I wanted to figure out which parts I wanted to emphasize in the illustration for the folio. And that's how I determined which parts I would print out. So I'm sorry that I can't. No, that I've not. No. So anyway, I'm just gonna put this here. Sometimes it's better if you use glue stick, but okay. So and this will go here. Very nice idea, very cute little folio there. So then what we're gonna do is we'll take a piece of, I think I'll use the same stuff, I think. And I don't need it to be here. Go ahead and do it this way. else like it to be all weird and yucky. So, that's the way that came out. Lovely. Just kind of pull off some of these strings. And I'm going to do, the only one I wanted to think about is, do I want it on a flip, or, because normally I'll put the first one right here in the middle, but I could just put that right there. I think I will. So I'm going to take my Fabri-Tac. Go ahead and put this little thing there. And put this right there. It's kind of cool. It needs to dry. I think what I'm going to do is put a little and I think that will be done. And thank you, Janet, for your fabulous idea. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So we have, you know, the garishness, and he's looking at the garishness. And this is just an introduction to Frederick. I really like that. That's cool. Okay, hopefully you guys liked it too. Until next time, thanks for watching. I hope you guys like it. Go watch her video. It's amazing. And thanks for watching, like and share and all that kind of stuff. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.